Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Desi Music Review. My name is Manjeet.
And I'm Maninder.
Today we're going to talk about a song called Weekend.
Weekend, yes. It's from Diljit's very popular album called The Confidential.
So we'll get right into it.
Yep, let's do it.
ਵੀਕਐਂਡ ਨੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਕੁੜੀਏ ਸਪੈਂਡ ਨੀ ਵੀਕਐਂਡ ਨੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਕੁੜੀਏ ਸਪੈਂਡ ਨੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਬਿੱਲੋ ਤੇਰੇ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਨੇ ਤਾਈਓ ਦੇਖ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਛਿੜ ਗਏ ਵਾਰ ਨੇ ਤੇਰੇ.
So, I mean, you listen to it and it says, come spend a weekend with me. And before you can think about anything else, he says, you're more beautiful.
Right.
Your thoughts are more beautiful than you are.
Right.
It's pretty deep.
A very quick clarification. The weekend, the thing, like automatically you assume with today's generation that, oh, you know what, he wants a weekend fling.
Yeah.
That's but nothing beyond that. But no, that's the very first statement is, you know what, it sounds like that, but my intentions are such, so.
Yeah. And then you heard snappy right in the beginning.
Yes. They very subtly insert that very organically.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys have heard of Snappy before. He produces a lot of the music for this album and a lot of other artists too. And I think his probably one of the more popular songs is
Backyard. That's a really good song. Yeah.
And he's been doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
So I mean, props to him.
So the song starts off subtly.
Yep.
Then you start building it up. And that's where the bass starts.
Bass drops, yep.
So I know you explained it to me before. Jama Indani, I didn't know what that was.
Yes. So I didn't know it myself for the longest time until it came to be that the way it gets sort of used over, I think it originated in Punjab, is it's basically our version of Off the Hook. It's beyond, it's beyond the end, basically.
Yeah.
So that's, some of you may not know the reference. So,
Yeah.
So
it's like Jama Indani, this is where it ends,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
So you are it.
You're it. Yep, this is it.
Okay. And that's where the deeper bass starts. In the beginning, it's a little bit of higher bass, and now the bass changes to this deeper bass. And it's not a monotonous bass song, and it goes up and down.
Up and down, right.
Very good music.
Yeah, some of you that might have subwoofers in your cars.
Oh, it's a good song for
this is what you want to put on.
Yeah. You know what I realized is like Chhadge Mundiyan Ch Waar Ne, you know, so the boys started fighting.
Right.
Waar sounds like a lot like war, right?
It does sound like that.
So
that's basically
I don't
what
know.
it is.
Is war a Sanskrit word or is Waar a English song?
It's English word. It's derived from English, but now it's been integrated into Punjabi.
Yeah.
There are so many words in Punjabi that we sort of just take for granted, and they actually originated. Actually, Punjab is where they actually the whole of India. We speak more English than any other country, any other non-English speaking country.
Yeah, numbers wise.
So yeah, that's
we got the
and
numbers.
there's that. We have the numbers to support it.
ਪਸੰਦ ਕੁੜੀਏ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਇਹ ਮਨ ਕੁੜੀਏ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਪਸੰਦ ਕੁੜੀਏ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਇਹ ਮਨ ਕੁੜੀਏ ਆਈ ਕੱਲੀ ਨਾ ਤੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਈ ਫਰੈਂਡ ਨੂੰ ਵੀਕਐਂਡ ਨੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ
He said, don't come along, bring a friend. He must have a wingman or something.
He must, well, either that or it could be that he's sort of conveying that he's not just, if you feel, any...
oh, that's true.
Like that, if you feel like you might be I don't want to say threaten, but like if you're nervous about anything, hey, bring a friend. It's my intentions are honest and pure. So.
Yeah. So Rab Hanjara, he wrote the lyrics to the whole album.
Yes,
you know,
you mentioned that.
Lyrics.
That's oh yeah. Now that I've been listening to his songs, and I sort of look for who sang the song.
Yeah.
And he's been doing a fantastic job with the lyrics, man.
Yeah.
It's very much speaks. It's sort of like you can sort of tell the personality of his songs sort of complement Diljit, and it doesn't feel like somebody else wrote the song.
Yeah. And you were telling me about the how the lyricists, how people who write songs, which is like poetry, they give it to the other studios and stuff.
Right. Well, it's pretty interesting how that works over in India compared to here in the US. Over there, from what I've noticed, the singers will actually, or the writers will actually write the songs, and they won't actually. Unless it's like specifically written for someone that by their request or based on their request, they actually give their songs after they write them to the studio, and the studio sort of does the mediation of who's going to be the singer that's going to make this song pop.
Yeah,
so
who
like
fits the song
exactly? Whose voice complements the lyrics?
Yeah.
And I mean, not to say that the singers over there don't write their own songs. Like I would say Dosanjh is one of them.
Yeah. Siddhu Moosewala most recently.
Satinder Sartaaj, exactly.
Yeah.
All these. These singers. They're legends. They're more than just singers, but in this case. So when the writers actually write the song, they give it to the studio, and the studios figure out, who do we get to, who's going to complement the song the most.
Yeah.
So in this case, obviously, this sounds more like, well, Diljit may have known Rab Hanjara, himself. So seems a pretty nice transition.
He says, "Kithe auna dress kar send nahi." That's how he says in Punjabi.
That is true.
Dress kiya. It's not dress kiya.
So that's very, very true. It's the I guess it was
Bunglish.
Bunglish, yeah, exactly.
And the other thing, if you realize, he says weekend, with the
with the V, yeah,
right?
That's right.
Not weekend.
That's again, our Punjabis are sort of, hey, if we're gonna speak English, we're gonna own it,
Yeah.
So,
It's our English.
It's our English now.
Yeah.
We do whatever we want with it. Webster's, you can take a hike. It's not needed.
So there's no real letter in Punjabi that's equivalent to W.
W,
right?
yeah.
We have a V,
right.
which is a Vava,
Vava,
right?
yeah, that's
and you
right.
have a B as in boy, which is a Baba. But there's no W that sounds to it.
That is true.
Maybe that's one of the reasons why we confuse our V's, B's, and
yeah,
W's.
well, I mean definitely. That's a very, very good point. I think we have words in Punjabi that don't have an English equivalent.
Yeah.
Like the one that at the very end, the one that I struggle with the most is like the dada. Dada, yeah. Dada. Okay, so that's the one. See, that's what I mean.
There's another one, Ganga.
Ganga. Oh, that's right.
Ganga.
Yep, Ganga. So. Yeah, they don't have an exact equivalent in English, so what do?
Yeah, and if you listen to the song, he says weekend and he all the time. So he owns it. It's great.
True.
And this is where you think the song is gonna end.
Yes.
Comes up. endeni.
Endeni.
So he doesn't say endeni.
Yeah, but it's the end of the song.
And it's the end of the song.
Yeah, that's right.
The reason why it's called Confidential is because they kept it confidential. They didn't have any promotion to it. They didn't hype it up or anything.
That's very unique. And you know what? Not every artist can pull that off.
No.
You have to be at a certain status to actually be able to pull a stunt like that and get away with it.
Yeah.
And I don't think now that we're listening to the music, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not like it lacked anything because it didn't have enough marketing.
Yeah.
I mean, the album sort of speaks for itself.
Yeah, and looks like T-Series put up the whole album on YouTube so people can take a listen to it.
I mean, that's, you know, that again, the status thing. You've got it going, you've got it made, and you can pull it off.
Yeah, and I feel like nobody comes out with albums anymore. It's all singles, you know?
Singles, yes. It's all about... I think part of the reason why that is because almost every album sort of accompanies some of these like filler songs that artists have to put just as much effort and time and energy into developing, and then they sort of serve the filler purpose and nothing beyond that. But you know what? This album, I'm not sure if it has that problem.
No, a lot of the songs are good.
Yeah, exactly.
But we wanted to reach out and give you guys a in-depth review of Weekend.
Yes.
I think it's a very good song that the lyrics are great, the music is great, you know, and of course the singers.
The singers obviously speaks for himself. So, and yes, the trio of the three, the combination is brilliant. I mean, I don't think it's lacking in any one particular department at all. It's and that's sort of what it's like the underlying definition of any classic piece of work.
Great song that's going to last throughout the time.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah,
all right,
great song.
You know what? The one thing I do want to mention is like Pony mentioned. The whole video, the whole album is on YouTube, so you don't have to go anywhere, download it illegally or anything like that. It is literally on YouTube, so listen to it, enjoy it, leave any comments, any feedback is really appreciated, constructive feedback. Feel free to leave any comments, anything, your thoughts.
And please subscribe.
Please
thank
subscribe.
you guys.
Yep, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.